The Fortress is one of the most viral foods to come out of Vegas and starts with a rack of smoked ribs done up as a crown and hit with their homemade barbecue sauce before being stuffed with waffle fries. They then add a series of tasty toppings including their crazy good mac and cheese and your choice of meats, but the phenomenal brisket is a must-have.
All right, everybody, stop scrolling because what you're about to see is completely insane and a little unhinged. Today, I'm gonna react to the most super viral food clips anywhere on the internet. We're talking about giant food portions, some of the most unique cooking and food you'll ever see, gold-covered steaks, and some of the weirdest, most ridiculous food that people are actually eating right now. Some of it looks amazing, I'm not gonna lie, and some of it looks like it should probably be illegal. So, let's get into it. But what you just saw, it gets way worse, so buckle up.
Call this a mega dog challenge with this green sauce.
That's one giant wiener, you guys, and that is a lot of sauce. I'm a sauce person. How many people in the comments are a sauce person as well, and what's some of your favorite sauces? But this is a lot of sauce for one wiener dog.
Order up! 909 Mega Burger!
Oh no!
I'm not mad at her for going all in on the hot dog and just shoving it in her mouth. Not mad at her at all. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that's probably how I would handle the situation as well. I love me some hot dogs, chili cheese dogs, and the only way to eat them is the messy way. Just go for it.
Been here before, then you've seen.
Wow, I never thought about some grilled pineapple on a giant hamburger, but since we're in America and we covered the hot dog, we might as well cover the giant cheeseburger there. That looked amazing, but there ain't no one person eating that. That's a 2 to 3 person meal, no doubt about it. And it was someone's birthday, so that's pretty cool.
This monster 36-inch pizza. You can even customize each quarter of the pizza with different toppings. But this time, I decided to do half barbecue chicken and half pepperoni. This pizza is not for the weak, and make sure you have some time to wait because depending on how many toppings you have on this pizza, it's so big it needed its own custom box. And I wouldn't even worry about it fitting through the door drivers, so I would definitely utilize them. You're actually helping a good cause. If you want the pizza cut in large slices, then make sure you request that.
Then that's a large pizza. And when we say large, we mean large. I saw the address on the box, looks like it's out of Vegas. Las Vegas has a ton of these eating contests and giant things. They're gimmicks to get people in and to get business and to sell stuff and make money and keep people on the strip and do that sort of thing. But it's totally cool. I'd love to try some of these out. I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, never ate them. Maybe the next time I go, I'll film a video in person.
Eating Texas-sized foods in Texas.
We got this massive can of nachos and it was loaded with sour cream, cheese, and guac. And then we got this huge pretzel that was super buttery and soft, and I dipped mine in cheese, obviously. It was so good. And then we got these foot-long mozzarella sticks, and they were so cheesy, and the breading was seasoned perfectly, and it was so crispy. Look at that cheese pull. Then we got these loaded cheddar cheese potato fries, and it had bacon and jalapenos and a huge side of ranch. And then this Ferris wheel of wings. It felt like I was at a fair. Jean was judging me. And we also got this 15-pound burger. It was huge. Jenny looked concerned, but it was cooked perfectly and it had bacon on it and everything tasted so good. I'm definitely coming back like tomorrow.
I mean, people wonder why Americans are so fat. Here's Exhibit A. None of them looked fat, but we eat stuff like 15-pound burgers and 10 pounds of mozzarella sticks and wings. It's unbelievable, but what a Texas thing to do, right? Put a bunch of nachos inside of a trash can and dump it on your table. I love Texas, but that is a totally Texas thing to do.
sit this right here. All right, baby. There we go.
What is this?
Your pancakes you ordered.
I ordered one pancake.
That's one pancake.
This is one pancake?
Yeah, welcome to America. You know, I used to be little like you. Now look at me.
Did you expect me to eat all this?
Yeah, I do it.
Can I speak to the manager?
This is 24 pancakes. You ordered pancakes, this is 24 pancakes.
It's one order of pancakes from this place, not one single pancake, which is hilarious. But I love it. He's taking it in stride. He's European. He's there. Again, Americans and our portions and our sizes. No wonder we are how we are.
Would you eat a gold burger?
We're at TNT Burger located in Tampa, Florida, and we're gonna.
So I live in Tampa. I've never heard of this burger place. I may have to hunt it down and see what the gold burger costs. But would I eat a gold encrusted, gold flaked cooked burger? Would you? Would you eat this thing? I don't know what it costs. I know the gold steak in Vegas we're gonna cover just a few minutes here in this video. I don't know if I would eat it. What do you think? Would you take a bite out of this?
We're gonna be trying out their 24 karat gold burger. How do you even eat this? Like, what do you? It seems like so precious you don't want to grab it. Oh my, yo. Gold, like this is gold. All right, here we go. I'm DJ Fabuloso, and this is the 24 karat gold burger. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Sir, did you make this? This is good? This is amazing. I love you. Matter of fact, will you marry me? No? Oh, snap. Okay, we're gonna go back then. Let's go back. Mama, I made it. I can eat gold now. Guys, come to TNT Burger, and you gotta try this.
What an American thing to do once again. We get a burger covered in gold flakes. People can't afford groceries, but we're just gonna eat the gold flakes. Who knows what they're worth or who cares? We'll just digest them and get rid of them later. Well, we covered the gold burger here in my hometown of Tampa. Let's cover the gold steak way out in Dubai, halfway across the world. Wow, you get to pay $1,000 for a gold tomahawk, which is insane to begin with, for some gold flakes sitting on top, and then somebody gets to sprinkle his salt all over it. Would you pay $1,000 if you had it? If you were rich, filthy, filthy rich out in Dubai, or they have one in Vegas as well, for $1,000 gold encrusted flaked with nice little salt. Would you pay that for a tomahawk? Let me know. I guess sometimes the portions here in America don't quite measure up to 12 inches. You do what you want with that.
I want to check something real quick. Yeah, we got 11 inches.
Okay, that.
Sir, can you help me out?
No, I can't help you out.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm getting what I paid for, you know what I mean?
You talking to him. Why are you in my face telling me?
Like, can you make me like an extra inch or something?
No. I will give you my owner's phone number.
Yeah, can we call the owner here?
You can try and get hold of him. I just never seen nobody actually do that.
Hey, is this the manager?
Yeah, this is the manager. What's up?
I'm trying to get a refund. I measured your foot long and it wasn't a foot long.
They're all a foot long. Please don't play games with me.
He measured it, it's 11 inches, so of course, and a lot of times when you cook stuff in the oven, it will, shrink up, you'll lose a little shrinkage. When it gets cut, it's not exactly, perfect. Not every piece of bread is perfect. It's a foot long, guys. Don't mess with Subway. I'm not a big Subway fan. It's like low on my list of sub places behind like Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's, but I'll mess with a Subway sub here and there every once in a while. Don't give them crap about 12 inches. Oh, no. Okay, all right. All jokes aside, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, all of these sort of more third world countries, even in Turkey and Morocco, I've seen it. They have a very, very large street food market of people that serve in these bowls that they scoop off the ground or off of plates that are laying on the ground, and there's rats and bugs and different things, and it's gross. You can look it up on TikTok and Instagram. Just go in there and type in like Indian street food. You'll find what I'm talking about. When you measure it up to the US or Canada or UK, any of these European countries that have health standards and health codes, they don't quite measure up, and I would probably avoid them.
10-pound quesadilla challenge.
Challenge here at Chavelitas in Las Vegas. Look at that monster. Massive 5 layers of meat, 5 different meats, going down 10 pounds. $1,000 cash prize. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, beautiful.
Who's gonna eat a 10-pound quesadilla? I follow a guy here on the YouTube channel, if you're watching this, Beard Meats Food. He eats a ton of stuff. Go look him up, Beard Meats, M-E-A-T-S Food, great channel. Some of these challenges, $1,000 cash prize, they will ban him from doing it because he actually will eat it. But why? Why do we do this? It's Vegas, it's a gimmick, it's Americans getting fatter every day.
Let's make Gatorade chicken. My family asked me to make dinner tonight, so I soaked an entire chicken in blue Gatorade. I just cooked it in the oven for an hour, and now it's fully loaded with electrolytes. It's such an easy and healthy dinner.
Help me here, guys and girls, help me. Who told her that pouring Gatorade all over chicken before you eat it loads the chicken with electrolytes? This isn't true, right? Like, I'm not missing something. I'm not crazy. Am I wrong? As opposed to just drinking the Gatorade, I suppose it could give you a few electrolytes after it's been cooked. Somebody explain this to me like I'm 6 in the comment section. Somebody?
The Fortress is one of the most viral foods to come out of Vegas and starts with a rack of smoked ribs done up as a crown and hit with their homemade barbecue sauce before being stuffed with waffle fries. They then add a series of tasty toppings including their crazy good mac and cheese and your choice of meats, but the phenomenal brisket is a must-have. This is topped off with hot links and more sauce. You can go ahead and call it stunt food, but this is insanely good and it's only available at Jesse Ray's Barbecue for $46.
$46 is not bad. That's a meal for 2 people easily. You have the ribs, the waffle fries, all the meats, the sides there. You break that thing down in half. That's a meal for 2 people, $23 a person. That's not terrible, right? Like, you could almost feed 3 people with that, and then you're only talking about what, like $15.33 a person? That's a pretty good price. Again, it's out of Vegas. They have to do something to draw the tourists in and draw the food and the money in, and it makes sense, but that one actually looks reasonable. Oh boy. This one's gonna cause some trouble. I see it coming.
Today we're reviewing Trump Burger. Yes guys, Donald J. Trump has a burger restaurant and I am not biased. I do not take sides. However, he has burgers, so we're here for the burgers. So whether it tastes good or bad, that's up to the restaurant. But in any case, I was going to Austin, Texas and I saw this place and I had to stop in. Look inside guys, this is insane. I've never seen a restaurant that looks like this.
Same, I'm not on anyone's side. I don't care about your politics. I don't share my politics. And this is wild. I had no idea that Donald Trump actually had a themed burger joint. I don't know if he's licensing his name to this, if it's his, or if this place is just doing it on their own, because he gets kind of mad about that if you do it on his own. Sometimes he's okay with it, but it's an interesting choice of marketing. You know 50% of your audience is never going to show up, and the other 50% is probably going to be pretty loyal.
They also have a Biden burger for $51. Like inflation, it says like old buns, old tomatoes. What the heck? Starting off for $13, we got the Trump burger printed on the buns with fries. And look at this thing. If this thing ain't as tall as a Trump tower, my goodness. It's terrible. Nothing against Trump, but this burger sucks, okay? This burger is absolutely horrible. It tastes strange, really funky, fake as heck. Like, it's a pretty big burger, but it just, yeah, try their fries. Those are all right, but they just don't have like any salt on them. Finally, we got the First Lady chicken sandwich for also $13. And look at this chicken, it looks kind of square for some reason. No. But that's not the most unseasoned chicken I've ever had in my life. It's so bland. And it is dry. Like I said, I have nothing against Trump, okay? But this food needs to be better, okay? The prices aren't terrible, but overall taste-wise, I'm going like a 3 out of 10. Donald, please make your restaurant great again.
So not good on the food. Not good. He's not a restaurateur. I don't know that he has anything to do with the food or anything to do with this restaurant at all. But there you go. A 3 out of 10 at Trump's Burger Restaurant down there in Austin, Texas.
So we heard a rumor that McDonald's has the same amount of liquid in all of their drinks, even though they're different sizes. So let's prove it out. I got a small right here, no ice. What? Oh my gosh. It's basically the same. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
It's close.
But there's no way it could be bigger than a large. It doesn't even make any sense. Dude, this one's way bigger. There's no way. What? Oh my gosh, they're basically the same.
So, are we getting ripped off at McDonald's? Should have went in the food scam video instead of here in the crazy food viral video. I thought I'd throw this one in there for a little bit of fun to see what you guys think. Is it true we're getting ripped off on McDonald's size cups? Are they just barely slightly bigger? Someone want to explain this to me? Maybe somebody works at McDonald's can tell me in the comments section, or maybe you own one, or you're a franchisee, or work there as a manager. Let me know, because that looks pretty damning. All right, I'm gonna finish the video out here. I appreciate you guys watching so much. Take a minute to hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, at the end of most of my videos, we use a little bit of comedy and a little bit of lightheartedness to end our day. So we're gonna stick with that plan and do it. Let's check this one out. I think you're gonna like it.
Welcome back to Cooking with Strong. Today we're building a 4-foot, 1.5 wide bacon wrapped Roger Wood sausage dog, pizza style, marinara, mozzarella, pepperoni, and we got a 5-foot bun big enough to park on. Monster truck size roller crane assist. Let's go. Lower that big boy onto the roller. Hear that sizzle? Bacon is already singing. Let it spin.
Now that's my kind of hot dog, my kind of cooking. It's of course AI and Sora. We love AI and Sora. I love messing around with it. I'm gonna create a channel just to have some fun with for another time and place. But I appreciate you guys taking a moment to watch this. If you love the video, please again, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my algorithm so more people will see it. Recommend some video topics for me down in the comments section. I would love to hear what you have in mind and what you'd like me to cover. And if you don't have any other time today to do anything else, check out my social media accounts. They are in the description box. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. If you follow me on them, I follow a ton of people back. So do please take a second and check me out on other platforms with a ton of short form content that's different than you find here on YouTube. I appreciate it. As always, thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel and a part of my journey, and I will see you next time.